The Disney Lorcana Challenge Toronto happened last weekend, and the Mandalorian got a golden Mickey, all that and so much more in this week's Lorcana Alert. The retail launch of Shimmering Skies went live last week. That means that you can find Shimmering Skies in places like Target, Walmart, and Best Buy. Shimmering Skies is now legal in all formats, including the upcoming challenge in Vegas. In personal news this week, Ready Set Inc. released their third single about Flynn Rider. It's a country-themed Disney Lorcana song. It's streaming on all services. Go give it a listen.
Why do I have to do that? But I can't play Bucky! Why do they let Hiram do his thing and Blue Steel can do whatever, but then Bucky! Why do they do it to Bucky? Bucky! They don't call it traction! They don't call it traction!
Over on the YouTube.com this week, I found a channel called LoreSeekers. He made a video where he had a turn 4 win with Wreck-It Ralph. It's kind of clunky. You gotta do some stuff, but it almost makes sense. And you can pair Wreck-It Ralph with cards like Fan the Flames, Red LaFoe, or you can even put it at Rapunzel's Tower to have more willpower and gain up to 7 willpower when you ready this character with damage on it. The link to that video and everything that we talk about this video is in the description. If you didn't watch the Disney Lorcana Challenge Toronto live stream on Twitch when it was happening, good news. There's a YouTuber by the name of Enlightened Illumineers, and he posts all the re-uploads. The VODs can be found on his channel, so if you even want to watch the ones from previous challenges, they're all right there. Because for reasons unexplained to us, the VOD does not exist on Twitch. The most interesting on Reddit this week was this cool ink air blobs on these 3 cards. I haven't seen any airs like it. Happy to see it when it happens. You can even see that the outlines were printed, but the colors weren't. Cool air to have, cool air to know about. In Facebook this week, this is where we gotta talk about the big news, was the Hiram errata. That's not really an errata, it's an error, as corrected by Disney Lorcana's Twitter, saying that there is a digital error on our app concerning Hiram FLAVERSHAM Toy Maker card. This card is supposed to read when you play this character, and when every quest you may banish one of your items to draw 2 cards. We are working on correcting the error. That's right, this card got a mysterious update where it changed the number 1 to number 2. Most cards that say draw 1 card change the verbiage to draw a card, not 1. So it is peculiar that it would change. But I want you to consider for a second how weird it is that the 149th card in the second set got a very specific errata that changed not a random letter, not a random spacing character. It changed the number of cards that are drawn, something that would make or break this card. Weird coincidence? Or is something else going on? I don't know. They've told us and assured us that that's not an errata that they plan to do in the future. But all I'm saying is it seems kind of specific. On Facebook, Disney Lorcana congratulated the winner of DLC Toronto by saying congratulations to insert name, the champion of Disney Lorcana Toronto Challenge. We get that this is an error, but it's just kind of fun to see. Like, imagine his name being insert name. That's a crazy thing. Our last interesting piece of social media news before we get into our meta report is that somebody opened a Rise of the Floodborn booster box and pulled French cards out of the English packs. Unfortunately, they found out that it was resealed packs and was sold through Amazon, so you have to be careful from who you're buying your Disney Lorcana from. If it's from your trusted card shop, you should be in the clear. But sales through the internet should be vetted. For our meta report, Amber Emerald is going to be hot at your locals for the next few weeks because it topped the Disney Lorcana Challenge Toronto. Everybody wants to play that sweet, juicy winning deck. Daisy Duck aggro decks are a must watch out for, and Tipo is proven to be a great ramp option even though you lose some of your hand advantage early on. Reminder that Tipo can ink any card in your hand, but cards like Belle, Strange but Special, have the words on the card that say an additional card, which means that it has to fulfill the conditions of being inkable. You still go through the motions of saying, hey, look, it's got ink on it, and putting it into the inkwell. Well, Tipo just puts a card from your hand into your inkwell. It doesn't have to be an additional card. That's the key word there. Amber Emerald won DLC Toronto with a wonderful list, including 2 1-drops of a Lucifer and a Daisy Duck. I talked about the deck yesterday, and you can watch that video right here. I played on Inktable and talk about all the cool things you can do with it. For our market watch, we've been noticing a minor little Judy Hopps buyout. Coincidentally, on the same day as the Hiram Errata. That's right, the day that Hiram got his Air update, somebody bought 59 copies of Judy Hopps. And then the next day, we saw over 180 Judy Hopps were sold that day. Does somebody know something I don't know? The Shimmering Skies retail release saw some dips in legendary prices, like Prince Naveen. Prince Naveen is now down, and Clarabelle is the clear most expensive legendary. Naveen has lost his spot, going from about $35 all the way down to $25 this week. The first chapter Rapunzel is hitting more than 80% of its all-time high as $61 a card in the craziness of Set 1 meta. It's hitting those highs right now again because Rapunzel is back. It's proving to be the legendary that people want out of Set 1. I'm going to leave you with a card rule question. You can leave your answers in the comment sections below and we can talk about it. Let's say that you have a character at Sugarland and you want to move it to Library using its ability, but the card already has damage on it, and using Sugarland's ability would have enough damage to banish the card. What would happen? Would the card move? Would it get to Library? Would it draw the card at Library, or would it not? Leave your answers in the comment sections and I'll pin the correct answer. If you have any Lorcana alerts that you want me to know about, please email me at lorcana707@gmail.com. Ready Set Inc. is now over 754 subscribers.